My name is Eric Tucker, and I cover the FBI, Justice Department, and national security for the Associated Press. Former President Donald Trump is expected to turn himself in on Thursday to face charges in a state indictment in Fulton County that he schemed to overturn the results of the presidential election. This surrender is going to be different than several of the others that we have seen earlier this year because there's not going to be a court appearance. That's done separately. So we expect him to be processed at the jail. We expect to be, again, a fairly perfunctory surrender, but we do know from Trump himself that that's taking place on Thursday. We've learned several things over the last week as it relates to Donald Trump's surrender. We know that his attorneys have agreed to a $200,000 bond with several conditions. And what's notable about those conditions is that they are designed to limit his speech. And they explicitly prohibit him from issuing any threats, trying to influence any witnesses, trying to cause any chaos on the ground in Fulton County or incite any sort of action. Unlike in other jurisdictions, the arraignment for Donald Trump, in which he faces a judge and enters a not guilty plea, is a separate process in Fulton County. So we're not expecting to see that this week, but we are expecting, according to officials at the jail in Fulton County, that Donald Trump would be treated the way any other defendant making their surrender would be treated. And so that would include the traditional aspects of the booking process, a photograph, fingerprints. We have learned from jail officials that there are no plans for Donald Trump to receive any sort of special treatment in that regard. One thing that's notable is that the Fulton County Jail is actually a place that has been the subject of a very recent Justice Department lawsuit alleging really unsafe and dangerous and bad conditions and mistreatment of the inmates who reside there. And so that has added an interesting wrinkle for these defendants in this case, many of whom are coming from jurisdictions including Washington or elsewhere, who would have to make at least a cursory brief visit to this jail.